Poliurea pump offers significant convenience and efficiency capabilities when tackling large projects. Unlike other pumps, which require pouring the product into the tanks, Curecrete's pump draws the product directly from the product pails. Not only is this more convenient at the start, but also requires less cleanup at the end of a long day. In this video, we'll highlight all of the amazing features of this pump that matter the most to you. Then we'll show you exactly how to get this pump up and running with product, and finally, how to clean it completely. The pump's rubber handles are placed at the ideal position and height for maneuvering easily and smoothly, even in tight areas. The tires are made of solid rubber and have rear locks, ensuring that it will not move around during transportation from job site to job site. A convenient storage drawer on the back side of the pump can house supplies such as extra nozzles, the nightcap and retaining nuts when not in use, disposable gloves and paper towels for cleaning up, as well as the 2 metal canisters used for cleaning the pump after use. We will demonstrate in detail how to use the 2 metal canisters later on in this video when we clean out the pump. Another great feature of this pump is the foldable, adjustable, and removable cord crane. It folds up for easy transportation and unfolds when you're on the project. The crane allows you to choose your desired height to ensure that the cord is out of the way and off the floor. The last thing you'd want is your cord getting in the way or creating an unexpected mess for you to deal with. As we mentioned at the top of this video, the most innovative part of this pump design is its tankless feature. Rather than pouring product into stainless steel tanks as you would on other pumps, it's as easy as placing 2 5-gallon pails of product on the front platform. Utilizing 2 intake tubes, the product is drawn directly out of the product pails and into the pump. The Quick Connect cam lock system, which attaches the intake tubes, couldn't be more simple or convenient. Adding to that convenience, the plug for each connection is chained on, so you'll never end up losing any essential parts. It's as simple as removing the plug, inserting the hose, and locking it in place. Now you have a sealed connection that won't have any leaks or problems. Each intake hose is placed in a product pail, which then connects directly to the pump using the Quick Connect cam locks. We suggest labeling each hose clearly, side A and side B. After approximately 6 to 8 uses, the side A hose will accumulate crystallized product within it, shrinking the diameter of the tube internally until it is unusable. If this happens, simply remove the ends from the clogged tube and reattach to a brand new tube from the hardware store. The side B hose will not clog and could potentially last years before needing to be replaced. If the tubes are not clearly labeled, and as a result are used interchangeably with both A and B side products, you run the risk of clogging both tubes with side A product and needing to replace 2 tubes instead of 1. You also run the risk of potentially ruining the product inside the pails. When you're ready to use the pump, switch the dial to run. The pump will run solely off its battery charge. If the battery power runs out before you can finish the job, you can still use the pump. Simply turn the dial to Alt Power /off, remove the plug from the inverter, and plug it directly into an extension cord connected to a wall source or generator. At the end of the day, switch the pump to off. You will hear the inverter shut off and run out of power. Switch it to charge and plug the extension cord into the charging port at the bottom left side of the pump. Allow to charge for the night. Please note, it is not possible to connect an extension cord to the charging port and run the pump. You must remove the cord from the inverter and plug that cord into an extension cord connected to a wall source or generator. On the wand controller, you have a black flip switch, which is the main power for the wand, followed by a flow control dial, and finally, the stop and go silver button located on the top of the joystick. Now that we've highlighted the major features of the pump, let's get some product flowing through it and show exactly how to use it. Open the side B pail and with a drill paddle mixer, stir counterclockwise for approximately 4 minutes. It's important to note that side B must be mixed very well as it separates, but avoid whipping air into it. This particular side B, which we are mixing, is untinted, meaning it has no color. If you are mixing in color with a tint pack, now would be the time to mix it into side B. Just remember, no matter if your side B is untinted, is pre-tinted with color, or requires the addition of a tint color pack, side B must always be mixed very well. Note, side B should be re-stirred every day prior to use. After side B has been mixed thoroughly, place both sides of product, side A and side B, on the pump platform. Be sure to place each pail in its corresponding spot, which has been clearly marked. Placing the spout furthest away from the pump allows for the intake hose to reach the quick connect points easier. Notice that each hose has a metal strainer attached to the end, which will be placed into the product bucket. Starting with side B, remove the pail lid and place the metal strainer end of the hose into the product. Then connect the opposite side to the pump using the quick connect cam lock. The side B pail can remain uncovered as the product will not harden when exposed to air. The side A pail lid, however, must remain securely on as air exposure will cause the product to harden. In order to insert the hose into side A, first, remove the pail lid entirely. Once removed, unscrew the spout cover and insert the metal connector end of the hose through the spout, starting from the underside of the lid. Then reattach the lid to the pail and connect the hose to the quick connect cam lock. Make sure the main power of the wand is switched to off before turning the dial on the pump to run. Have a waste bucket ready before turning the pump on and running product through it. Remove the nightcap from the tip of the wand and place it in the drawer for safekeeping. Turn the pump dial to run and switch the wand power to on. Pressing the silver button on the joystick, allow the oil to dispense first, followed by the product. Once both products are flowing evenly on both sides, switch off the power to the wand and attach the static mixing nozzle and retaining nut securely. Be careful not to mix the two sides, side A and side B, together when attaching the nozzle. Now we're going to dispense some product onto the floor. Notice how quickly the product is coming out. We are at a flow control speed of 3, which is quite fast, so I'm going to lower the speed so it's easier to control. Now that we've successfully got product running through the pump and we're able to dispense some product on the floor, it's time to clean up. Be sure to switch the wand main power to off so you don't accidentally turn it on while you're cleaning up. Place the waste bucket underneath the tip of the wand with disposable gloves on, unscrew the retaining nut, and set aside. Then remove the nozzle and place it inside the waste bucket. Note, you can use the nozzle to stir the runoff material in the waste bucket. You'll want to make sure that the Poliurea components mix and cure together first before disposing of it in the trash. But be aware that the entire contents may not solidify, as it also contains oil from the pump. Turn on the wand and allow product to flow out, making sure there isn't any cross-contamination between the lines. If you're taking a lunch break or leaving the pump overnight but plan to use it the very next morning, clean the tip of the wand, affix the nightcap, and screw on the retaining nut. Note, it is possible to use the pump day after day without cleaning after each use, but be sure to remix side B thoroughly each time before use. If you are done with the job completely, you'll want to clean out the pump entirely. These are the tools for cleanup: paper towel and xylene. Remove the empty metal canisters from the drawer and remove the rubber boot and lid from each. Unlock and pull the hoses out of the connection points, clean the connection points, and lock the empty canisters in place. Drain all the product from the hoses and lay them on a piece of plastic or cardboard. Note, you will need to remove the entire lid from side A in order to remove the tube. Pour approximately half a quart or approximately half a liter of xylene into each canister and allow it to flow through the pump. Remove the nightcap and turn on the wand, allowing any remaining product and some xylene to flow through. Turn off the wand and stop the flow of xylene. Make sure you do not allow all the xylene to escape. It is important to allow the xylene to dwell inside the pump for 5 to 10 minutes. During this dwell time, place the lids on the canisters to prevent any remaining xylene in the canister from evaporating. Allowing the xylene to dwell inside the pump will ensure that the side A product is thoroughly dissolved. After 5 to 10 minutes, turn on the wand and dispense all the xylene out of the pump. Turn off the wand and add half a quart or half a liter of oil to each canister. Turn on the wand again and allow the oil to flow through the pump and out of the wand through both lines. Once oil has begun to flow out of both lines, turn off the wand, ensuring the remaining oil remains inside the pump line. Attach a grease gun to the zerk fittings and pump in grease until it comes out of the ends of each side of the wand. This creates a dam so the oil cannot escape out of the nightcap, as it is not always a perfectly tight seal. Wipe off the protruding grease and install the nightcap and retaining nut. Any kind of grease will do. Place the lids on both of the canisters, flip upside down and remove from the connection point. Plug the connection points and cam lock in place and affix the rubber boots to each canister. Place the canisters in the drawer. As you can see, Curecrete's Cretefill Poliurea pump is designed for efficiency and convenience. It requires significantly less effort to get set up and running, and cleanup is a breeze. Now that you're familiar with all of the features of our Cretefill pump and how to use it and clean it after each use, you and your team can tackle large projects quickly and efficiently and with little to no mess.